All right, guys, welcome back to the show. We got three segments for you guys here today. Uh, the first one's hilarious, and it's hilarious just to watch. The next two are two things that we knew was coming, basically, and really not a surprise at all. I guess the second one is, but the first one is Nancy Mace. She had an interview with this reporter, and she's basically taking credit for uh, buildings being built in South Carolina, and these buildings were funded by the infrastructure, or not the infrastructure bill, the Inflation Reduction Act that Biden passed that she voted against, but she wants to take credit for it. Of course, saw that coming. Margie Taylor Greene is going absolutely ballistic with APAC, and APAC's mad as fuck at her because she's calling it what it is in Gaza, a genocide, which I commend her for. A lot of people won't do that, even Democrat or Republican, doesn't matter. You know, they're reluctant. Even Bernie Sanders is reluctant to call it genocide. So I commend her for that. And then just even today, another story with Gaza. Benjamin Netanyahu and his far right buddies in Parliament have basically said that we're going to just take over Gaza, which we've seen coming from a mile away. Trump's rhetoric, talking about that'd be a lot of beachfront property. You know, everything was pointing towards a takeover of Gaza. I mean, they're not starving and moving people out of, or killing and moving people out of Gaza for no reason, right? There's a bigger plan than just Gaza here. I mean, they're probably looking for Lebanon and Syria and just the greater Israel project. You know, their people are insanely far right, and this polls pretty well with just the people in Israel. So you know that state is just insanely genocidal and far right now. But I want to get to the first story here. So, like I said, Nancy Mace, she's basically, from what I know at least, she got relevant from basically slamming that transgender congresswoman from or the first transgender congresswoman in I think it's Massachusetts maybe, and she just wants the attention grab whenever she can. You know, she went. I think she was the one arguing with Jasmine Crockett over something, and that went viral or whatever. But that's basically what I know her from. Basically, just trying to rage bait people, and she's a huge hothead. So she definitely lives up to her reputation here in this video. So I'm gonna play that for you guys now.
I noticed that there's one of the accomplishments, things you were touting was the I-5 26 interchange. What was the
I-5 26, whatever it is in South Carolina. I guess that road got built or something like that.
exit at Long Point Road? Yeah, not the interchange, but yeah. But
The exit.
that funding came from the Inflation Reduction Act, which you voted against. Right.
Inflation Reduction that Joe Biden passed. And by the way, whenever he did the infrastructure bill, I remember reading it, and I was like, you know, because it takes time to build things, and you know, just because he signs the infrastructure bill and having people uh, build these new roads, you know, it's going to take time. And if he wasn't in office or somebody else took office, whoever is in office at that time is going to take credit for that. And this is what's happening now, even though this is under the infrastructure or the Inflation Reduction Act. Under the infrastructure bill, you're going to start seeing a lot more of this, of Republicans taking credit of Joe Biden's infrastructure bill. Okay, and Donald Trump tried to pass this bill, but he couldn't get it passed bipartisanly. So this is what I'm saying. When Democrats are just overall better in office, even though I have my problems with them sometimes, you know, they can get things passed bipartisanly or whatever they need to do. They're just way better at passing things in office. So I'm gonna play the rest here.
Is that an accomplishment? Is that something you can tout? No, absolutely. I mean, absolutely, I can tout that. And you're a raging Democrat.
Absolutely. And you're wait. Let me go back. I'm sorry. I keep pausing it. She says she can absolutely tout that. Like she voted for it. She voted to not have that built. But now that it's built, oh, I did that. That's basically what's happening. Uh, she said, I can absolutely tout that. And just because she points out that you voted against this, now she's a raging Democrat. I mean, come on.
I can tout that. And you're a raging Democrat, so raging leftist with that kind of questioning. And I would say, as a woman, like, you might want to think about how you view other women and how you treat other women, the way that you question them, because women are going to lead this country off the brink, and conservative women. The first female president of this country is going to be a conservative woman, not some liberal like you. Okay.
What? What? Nancy Mace, your party just elected a sexual assaulter in office. Like, your party is not going to get a conservative woman to be a president, not anytime soon. Your party was going crazy on Nikki Haley. They hated her. They're not gonna vote for your ass. I don't know what you're talking about. At least Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris. I mean, we all know liberals are more likely to vote for a woman in office. That's a kind of a side point that she brought up, and I don't know why she brought in uh, identity politics with the women and whatever, rate. Well, I guess that's her shtick, right? with the just rage baiting with the radical leftist, the transgender talk and all that other shit. But yeah, I think that's the end. Or yeah, I mean, she said, like the reporter said, she just asked that you do realize that you didn't vote for this fucking thing, right? You voted to not have this bill, right? But she said no. I take credit for this for no fucking reason. So it's just calling out your hypocrisy. Like, it's it's obviously your hypocrisy is just obvious here. And then here's an article about it. I don't know who the reporter was, but it says a testy Nancy Mace had a meltdown at a town hall event, calling a reporter a raging Democrat after she asked a question the South Carolina gubernatorial hopeful didn't like during a town hall in Veterans Cafe and Grill in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Yada yada yada. Yeah, I mean, that's just really the whole thing there. So basically, somehow in these dumbass Republican minds, if you if you vote to not build something and it gets built, you can take credit for it. Like I said, you'll start to see a lot more of this as Joe Biden's infrastructure bill starts to play out, and these people are going to start claiming that they did it. Different people in each state, probably Donald Trump soon. And like I said, Donald Trump could not get this passed through Congress. So, yeah, I mean, it's just another reason why the Democrats are just way better than the Republicans.